Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 22 of What If Naruto was taken by the Raikage. Get this one to 210 likes and you'll be getting part 23 as soon as possible. Comment down below and turn that bell notification to stay posted. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Play the intro. The last part we left off, Naruto unlocked Kurama's full power, allowing Kurama to use one of Naruto's shadow clone and transform into a half-demon boy, and then using the full power of the transformation to turn into the Nine Tail, as the Nine Tail quickly beat the living crap out of Shikaku as Naruto give Gaara a solid punch to wake him up, and the Shikaku faded away, knowing that he was nothing compared to Ninetale, as Danzo was now talking to Naruto and trying to make Naruto join the Leaf and leave the cloud and never look back again. Naruto declined his offer as Danzo stood there and really considered if he should just murder Naruto and get him over with instead of dealing with a future threat. So that was the last part we left out, but you guys can switch across to the playlist and check out all the other parts. So let's get straight into this part. Danzo looked at Naruto, but the three genins that followed Naruto, which is Ino, Shikamaru, and Hinata, Danzo couldn't risk them seeing him killing Naruto, so he decided not to do anything. And the main reason is because the three of them were clan heirs, and they were much too hard to dispose of if they saw him crying. Danzo just decided to retreat. As he was going away, he said to himself, "That boy and his power will be belonging to me soon." Naruto then walked back up to Gaara. I am not going to kill you. Why? Because I refuse to take a life of another person, especially a person that has so much potential to do good. Me? Do good? Said Gaara, thinking that all of his life he has done nothing but harm and hurt people. You saw what me and Kurama could do. You and Shikaku can be like us if you just stop your senseless killing. Kurama walked up to two in his human form, as he looked down at Gaara and said, "Shikaku, I told you that this boy was different. Hopefully, I just beat some sense into you and you understand everything now." Kurama then dispelled the shadow clone that he was controlling. "I am going to sleep now," Kurama said in Naruto's mindscape. "Put Gaara under capture seal and take him to the proper authorities." "Can you handle that?" he said to Naruto. "What? You think I'm some dumbass? Of course I can handle that," said Naruto. But Kurama didn't respond as he was fast asleep. "Whoa, that was fast," said Naruto as Kurama fell asleep so quickly. Maybe it's because it's the first time both of them linked up, and it's the first time he's coming out. Naruto put the capture seal on Gaara as Hinata and the others got in closer. Hinata was now smiling as she was looking at Naruto, as Shikamaru and Ino was weary of Naruto just seeing him use the nine-tailed fox. Hinata then said, "I knew you can do it," as she was walking up to Naruto, but Ino grabbed her by her wrist and stopped her. "Hinata, you know what he just summoned, right? The nine-tailed fox. This guy summoned that monster that attacked her village 13 years ago and destroyed so many lives and end so many lives. He's a monster," Ino said. "But he just used the nine tail to save our village. What would you have done if he didn't transform into the Nine Tail and face off against Gaara? If he was evil, he would have just joined the other monster, and the two of them would have destroyed the village. He's obviously good, you two, said Hinata as she slapped Hino's hand off as she continued to walk towards Naruto. I don't understand what just happened, but I understand one thing. Naruto is a hero and he deserves a hero reward. Hinata walked up to Naruto as she hugged him tightly. Naruto wrapped his arm around Hinata's waist, and the two stayed like that for a few seconds. When I'm this close to Naruto, I feel safe. As Naruto's face started to turn red. When I'm this close to Hinata, I feel so aroused, he said to himself. You're poking me on the leg again, she whispered in his ear. Give me a few more seconds to get it under control, and then break the hug. I do not want the others to see, Naruto whispered back. They broke the hug after 10 seconds. Gaara has passed out again and Naruto picked him up as the three of them headed off back to the leaf. Meanwhile, in Gaara's mindscape, Gaara saw Shikaku as Gaara said, Shikaku, do you want to try and be good? Shikaku was silent for a while before responding. If it means keeping Kurama off of my back, I'll play nice for a while, Shikaku responded. Back at the arena, Orochimaru didn't know what to do as he was backed in a wall. He realized that Yujito with the two-tailed beast was too stronger. He was being beaten from left to right. Now, he was surrounded as Yujito, Killer Bee, the third Hokage, Tsunade, Shizune, and the Anbu squad all surrounded him. Orochimaru knew that he couldn't fight them all off. It is over, Orochimaru. Your invasion has failed, said the third Hokage. Nothing is over, said Orochimaru. You may have won this day, but I'll be back, and I'll kill every single one of you. Orochimaru then pulled out a kunai as the third Hokage uses Earth Style to castrate Orochimaru's legs and castrate the both of his arms. He couldn't move. Yujito then walked up to him as she extended her claws and stabbed him right in the midsection as Orochimaru shouted, I am immortal. But then he started to scream out in pain as blue fire started to surround him and burned him alive. Soon, the only thing left was a smoldering pile of ash. It is over, he is dead, Tsunade said. Yujito let her chakra cloak withdraw as she walked away to look for Naruto. Everyone soon walked away and see how the village was doing. As then, when everyone was gone, a small white snake came out of the pile of ashes as an Anbu stood right in front of it and picked up the snake. He then removed his mask to reveal that it was Kabuto. You will be stuck in that form for a while, said Kabuto as he took out a small jar that he was carrying and placed the snake inside of it. You've been good to me, Lord Orochimaru, so I'll make you a deal. If you help me achieve my goal, I will return you back to human form. So, do we have a deal? The small white snake nodded his head. Good, we're on the same page, said Kabuto. Now, tell me where I can find the white snake sage. The group find their way back to the village without any problem in their way. By the time they reach the main gate, this is Naruto group, guys. By the time they reach the main gate, the sand and the sound has retreated. They were greeted by the main gate at a group of ninja who took Gaara. Gaara was surprisingly cooperative. He left with them with no fight. The other four headed back to the arena. I hope my baby sister Hanabi is alright, Hinata said to herself. Hinata's thought was cut off when Naruto was sent fly back by a surprise kick coming out of nowhere as he managed to flip back and land on his feet. Who was that, said Naruto, as it was little Hanabi. Get out of our village, you invader, get out, said Hanabi. Hinata was surprised that Hanabi just drop kicked Naruto out of nowhere. She thought that Naruto was one of them. Go home, you stupid invader! What? Invader? I just busted my butt, saving this village from a crazy monster, said Naruto as he had a screaming match with Hanabi. Hinata stepped between the two of them. Hanabi, the only villages that were invading us was the sand and the sound, the cloud had nothing to do with this, said Hinata. Listen to your big sister, you brat, Naruto shouted to Hanabi. Do not call me a brat, you goofy looking idiot, Hanabi retaliated. Don't think that I am above putting a little brat in her place, Naruto shouted back. Okay, try it and I will kick your ass from here straight out of the village. You dumb stupid invader, get out of my village, Hanabi shouted. Hinata couldn't take it anymore, so she walked up to Hanabi and slapped her right across the face. Stop it, Hanabi. Big sister. Hinata never struck Hanabi before. Only time is when they're like in training or she might hit her a bit hard, but never just like that. That a girl, Hinata. Put that little brat in her place, said Naruto as he was walking up to her to place a hand on her shoulder, but Hinata turned around and grabbed Naruto by the ear. Don't you dare ever threaten to hurt my sister ever again. The only person that should discipline her is me. I'm sorry, Hinata, said Naruto. Now, can you please let go of my ear? Hinata then let go as Naruto held his ear as it was super red. She was really squeezing it. If girls keep on squeezing my ear, I will be going deaf soon, Naruto said to himself. Hinata didn't respond to Naruto as she turned around to Hanabi. What are you doing here, Hanabi? Why aren't you with father? When the invasion started, father rounded up all of the Hyugas in the area and he bring them to the compound. But I snuck off to come and look for you. Hanabi, do you have any idea how dangerous that was? You could have been hurt or worse. I know, said Hanabi with her eyes full of tears. But I was worried about you, she said as she ran up to Hinata and delivered a hug. As Hinata then said, it's okay, Hanabi. I'm just glad you're alright. Now, let's go home. Hinata then said, I'm sorry guys, but I have to take Hanabi home. Don't worry about it. We will tell your team where you are when we get to the arena, Ino told her. Hinata walked off with her sister as the rest of them continued to the arena. Even girls who like you manhandle you. You are so pathetic, said Kurama in Naruto's mindscape as Naruto was still holding his ear. Shut up, you stupid fox, and go back to sleep. When they got to the arena, Ino and Shikamaru ran up to their sensei as Yujito ran up to Naruto and hugged him. She started to cry, thinking that something bad has happened to Naruto, that he was gone for so long in the invasion. Aw sis, you're really embarrassing me, said Naruto. She's just showing you how much she loves you. Naruto heard the voice behind him. I used to do the same with my little brother. Yujito let Naruto go and he saw Tsunade walking up to them. Naruto saw Tsunade as he opened his arm and he was running up to her to give her a hug. Boob lady, he screamed as he approached Tsunade. The last thing Naruto saw was the vein in Tsunade's forehead was beginning to throb when he called her boob lady as he was knocked out cold. I told you not to call me that, she shouted at him. With Hinata arrived at the Hyuga compound to see a squad of Hyugas in their ninja gear storming out of the gate. They turned and saw the girls as all of them dropped to their knees. Lady Hinata, Lady Hanabi, your father has been worrying about you sick. Please come with me, said the Hyugas. As back with Naruto's in a hospital bed as he was still knocked out cold as Lady Tsunade managed to hold back and she didn't kill him after all. Yujito, Karu and Amoy was there. Iruka was looking through the window because he still feels betrayed by Mizuki, that Mizuki betrayed him and betrayed the village. Karu finally broke the silence as she tell everyone that she's going to the vending machine, and if anyone wants anything, hey, grab me a bag of chips, okay? I'll pay you back later, said Amoy. You haven't paid me back since the last time. But Amoy brushed it off as she headed off. She reached to the machine as she put her money in to get 2 bags of chips, but nothing came out. She was about to unsheathe her sword to cut the machine to pieces as she felt a hand on her shoulder. Let me. As Lee came there, as he placed his hands on the machine and said palm strike as he struck the machine with one blow as about 5 or 6 chips dropped out. She looked at him and said, "Thank you." She retrieved the snacks and was about to leave, but Lee grabbed her shoulder before she can go. Wait, I was wondering if you and I can get together and spar. Yeah, spar, said Lee. That is exactly what I wanted to ask you. I would love to, but I have no idea how long I have left to stay in this village. We might be leaving early tomorrow. Lee turned around and was about to leave, but it was Karu this time who grabbed him by the shoulder. Well, if I can, she said while blushing. I will try and meet you tonight. Where do you want to meet up? My house is nearby. Lee scribbled the address down on a piece of paper and handed it to her. I hope I'll see you tonight, Lee said as he ran off and leave her alone to think. I hope I don't regret this, she said to herself. She then went back into Naruto's room as she was sitting there and eating her snacks as she threw one of the snacks to Amoy as she placed the rest of them on the counter. Karu, how did you get so much snacks? Yujito asked, knowing that Karu has a temper and when things piss her off, she cut them. So Yujito can think of only one thing, that Karu cut the machine. No, it's nothing like that. Well, someone helped me get them, she said. Who helped you? It's no big deal, just forget about it, okay? Kiba then came into the room, but Akamaru was nowhere to be found. That was strange. Excuse me, he said, the Hokage just called a meeting. He wants you to be there, Iruka-sensei. He said that you can come too, miss. As Iruka and Yujito followed Kiba, Kiba then was walking down the hall and lead them to the Hokage. So, how long have you two been doing it? Said Kiba, surprising the both adults as the both of their face turned red like a tomato. You two should really get stronger soap. I can really smell the both of you caressing each other. Your smell is just all mixed up together. Shut up, Kiba. Don't just blurt out personal stuff like that, Iruka said. But you guys make it so obvious. Even if I didn't have this nose, I could tell. As the both of them looked down in shame as they continued to walk behind Kiba as they headed to the Hokage's office. But guys, I'm ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part, guess on to 220 and you'll be getting the next part as soon as possible. Comment down below and turn that bell notification to stay posted. Well, I'm over guys. Peace.